What's up, guys, and welcome to a game called Mindustry. It is an industry survival game where you take on waves of enemies and sometimes attacking their bases. I did a series of this a long time ago, and actually, it was my first. One of them was my first video of triple-digit viewers, which was very special to me. But the game has evolved incredibly. There's so much more content since then, so I want to dive into it and do a new playthrough for you guys. I've already cleared my campaign history, so we go immediately into it. There is a new world. We're not going to do the new world. Um, More difficult. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. We're going to do Serpulo, uh, and of course that means we're starting on ground zero. Now, this is our core. It's basically our HQ or whatever. Why do I have to give it another name? I don't know. It's our core. Um, we're gonna quickly go through the tutorials here. So by clicking on a resource, I can mine it. I can then go. Whoa. Oh, yeah. So then I need to go in here into the research tree and research, right? So we need that. We need this. And you can see that they have requirements. And then I'll need those, but I don't have enough yet. We'll just get 100 here real fast. That was 100. Oh well. We're gonna get 24 for this guy. And maybe we'll just keep going for now. We'll just go like this for now. Just sort of gonna connect them all. So these drills, they mine the resource beneath and they export on the sides. We'll get better drills and better belts in the future. We're then combining our belts to increase our throughput. Now you'll notice here that we have, some issue with getting things. Why are you all the way over here? Because you need lead. I understand I need lead. Let's create a shortcut here. I also need router. Oh, I don't have enough routers yet, apparently. We're just gonna let that build for a minute. So right now we're not on timer. We're just gonna let that build and we're gonna research as much as possible right now. Now we got a router. So a junction makes it so that whatever side the resource comes in on, so the belt's going into it, it'll come out to the exact opposite side. This is helpful for, as the name suggests, junctions and belts. Versus a router will export to any side other than, of course, the side it came in on. Now this is tricky because this also will, let's put it up here. This also will allow you to input from multiple sides. And it'll also allow you to take and give to machines. So if I had like a factory set up and I was trying to input copper, it would also output the resource that was given, or that it's making. So you have to be really careful with that. But you can even like technically do this, though at that point you should do that. But it also allows you to do 2 in, 2 out. Sort of like a junction, but you know, it sort of balances both of these, I think. So there's that. There's also others that we'll get to in a minute. I'm going to unlock this turret and the wall. Large wall is not quite done yet, so we'll wait on that. Each 12. 12, 24, 48. Yeah, we're gonna need like a 200-ish. Get that one done. Is that 200 left? Yep. I like to get rid of all the debris on a map. I don't know why. It's just what I do. Basically for the series, I think I'm gonna basically said basically twice today. I'm gonna play through each map as an episode. So if an episode's too boring, you're free to, you know, skip a map, if you will. Though it'll be one attempt per episode if the attempt is long enough. Because there will be maps that I don't succeed with immediately, and that's just how that's gonna go. I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit, the volume for the game. So we should be able to get the upgraded walls, and so now we have everything there. That's good. Let's go ahead and do these. Just gonna here, over, and in. Though really, let's do that. The core accepts resources from any side. And that's what gets us the resources up here. Oh look, we've unlocked the rest of the map now. Including some ancient stuff there. It wants us to build a duo, but we're gonna build a wall instead. We're gonna make the enemies pay for it. Take your time. Scrap balls. Don't normally get scrap balls. Actually, we're gonna go that side. So here we're gonna build an array of those duos. So we're gonna first build our router there, and we're also gonna build. I'm sort of doing it out of order so the enemies don't spawn yet. Like that, and like that. Great. I'll link all of these up. And then, since we have such a stockpile, do we have anything else we can do? Distributor, which is okay. Sorter, bridge conveyor. Nope, we're out of resources. Yeah, I should have waited. That's okay. So I'll have one row there. We'll have another row here. Actually. Yeah, we'll go like that. Like that. And we'll back in here just in case. You'll see why I'm doing this stuff in a minute. I need 1, 2, third one. Which actually put it like this here. We also need a belt, router belt right there. Junction in. And this spot we're actually going to do a bridge conveyor. There we go. So bridge conveyors are cool because it allows you to like skip over objects, which is exactly what we're going to do right here. And then you'll see the direction that the bridge is going. Now, can put it so that you're doing multiple bridges. Note that only this one right here will allow you to input items, and this one will only allow you to output items. However, they don't take, they don't take from inside or under the bridge. You can't like input this, or sorry, you can't output this way or input this way. But any other direction, it will allow you to input, and every other direction, it'll allow you to export. That being said, we're gonna go ahead and this guy here, and some of these guys down. Now I'm not gonna worry about efficiency in placement. I'm just gonna focus on getting that done. So then, do we have enough there? We do. Great. Build that here. Looks like we can get that many. And I'm only gonna do a few over here. Why'd you skip over? Instead of waiting for copper to come in there, what we could do is come down here and get more copper rolling in. And if I hold Alt, or sorry, Control, it will make that bridge for me, or that route. Just like so. Just gonna do it on this side. Start with our longest one here. This one will take this way. And great. Then we have an overflow gate. So how overflow gates work is if you input and output, right? Just like a normal belt. It will always try and fill this belt up first, and then it will try and port to the sides. This is great for when you have multiple lines coming in. So for instance, right up here, we're going to put an overflow belt right here and be able to come off. That way, whenever this line gets backed up because this one's occupied, it'll just export to the right. Do that again here. So we're going to overflow this one, then bring it down. There are two overflows stack. Just like so. Interesting, because this one doesn't look like it's full. What we could do is bring it back a little bit more. It has more of a stock. That way it'll feel better. Feel better. Feel better. There we go. We also want to get some more lead going. This may not make sense to you guys at first, but I will explain it eventually. When I say eventually, probably like right now. So basically, this one when we finish one map and go to a new map, we get to bring resources with us. The capacity of how much is here, and you can see it on the right here. So we have a capacity of 4K. And so these can stack up to 4K, I believe. 2K, I think. I think it stacks to 4K, but then it also boards are hard sometimes. It stacks to 4K, but you only get to bring 2K in, so your universal amount will go up. Which is good, because that's what, you know, allows you to do the researches. There's that. I don't have anything else to research, which is okay. You finish that? Thank you. Okay, I believe as soon as we place these guys, get ready. Prepare to defend. We sort of planned that, didn't we? Oh, and they did. Okay. Normally I'd have a skip button so I could skip, you know, the in-between waves. It may not be for this one. These guys, these scatter shots, they're anti-air, which is why we set them up behind the initial defense, because the air will just try and fly over. So these guys will shoot them down like flak cannons, but there are actually flak cannons later in the game. So now we just wait this timer out and we get supplies. So we'll just continue building up here. Doesn't sound like it was quick. Right, so we go boom. Again, just holding that control button. Bring it right down and holding these lines together. Now we aren't filling up this line over here, so what we could do is with our overflow belt again, come out and join it up, just like so. We could also, with this guy up here, do the same. Right? Because we don't want to take away from the priority of feeding our guns, but if we're not feeding the guns, we might as well make a profit. Just make sure that we got all of that. There. Yeah, and that's a solid line. But it won't be. See where stock has run out and this guy's being backed up? Hey, our play button's here. So 4 of 10. We can go ahead and hit the next button. There's the flyer. Dead instantly. Then we have to wait for these. Now you'll notice our buildings starting to take damage. We will end up getting menders, which will heal those buildings. No other research to do, right? No. So of course we can just rebuild that. You can also hold down B and highlight with this purple box. It'll rebuild, you'll see ghost icons. You'll be able to rebuild whatever broke. Normally round 10 has like a boss. Of course it's, you know, level 1, so not as likely. Ooh, heavier unit. We just hit our max copper. Still want to wait for that lead to get in. We do have another resource here called scrap. We can't do anything with it right now, so for now we're just going to let it be. Once enough resources collected, you can launch by selecting nearby sector map, blah blah blah. Okay, and so once we have enough, what you end up doing is going into planet map, selecting the next place you want to go, and in this case we want to go to the frozen forest. You'll see many other places locked. I mean, even basically the entire world is a map. But we're gonna go to frozen forest next because it's what's unlocked for us. Could go anywhere in the vicinity. But again, I'm going to do that once we hit that 4K. Yeah. So, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I'll see you in the next one where we will... This is back. Well, that doesn't matter. We're almost gone. Where we will head to the frozen forest. See ya!